We are back, baby, and we are on the moon. I don't know what the fuck just happened to my mic there. I forgot to turn it on. I feel like the more shit I install to make my mic better, the worse it gets. So I am sorry for that. I feel like this NVIDIA thing might actually be making my mic worse. But I don't know. Anyway, this moon has been taunting me on the title screen for months now. And we're finally here! We're finally on the moon! I don't know, we're probably leaving the moon pretty soon. I don't fucking know. The moon! I slept in so fucking late today, so I don't know, I'm just kinda... Bleh. Oh, that is some gorgeous art. My chair is too squeaky. But, so far my only complaint about being on the moon is that I can't, like, jump ridiculously high, like in Super Mario Odyssey. I think that would be really fun. Why is there gravity on the moon? There's probably some artificial gravity shit going on. I don't know. But, you're gonna read some more books, I guess. No, inspect crystals. Oh yeah, and last time we rode a dog. Like a shiny gold dog. That's kind of fun. Hey Thancred, how are you enjoying the moon? Zodiac defeated. Oh yeah, also... we defeated Zodiac. And hopefully we defeated Fandaniel for good, because he was definitely... Dost thou suppose... Oh, I don't care. He was definitely bringing the whole expansion down. But, like, I really hope this has been the last we've seen of him, because he was just annoying. And not an interesting villain. As you gaze into the crystal, ancient knowledge of Zodiark flows through your mind. Daily summary. No abnormalities detected. These appear to be records of a long, lonely vigil on the moon, dating back to the beginning of Zodiark's imprisonment. Inspect another faintly glowing crystal. No, it's not out here. That's over. Why did they make me go to the farther one first? Oh yeah, it's moon dusting out today. As you gaze into the crystal, knowledge of past calamities flows through your mind. The records describe how, with each rejoining, Zodiark's thirst for freedom grew, as did the strain on the brands. Maintaining Zodiark's imprisonment appears to tax Hydaelyn greatly. What'll happen to Hydaelyn now that Zodiark just isn't a thing anymore? Oh, the big boy. As you gaze into the crystal, knowledge of past rejoinings flows through your mind. The records describe the Watcher's efforts to prepare in the event Zodiark broke free from his prison. The records go on to describe maintenance carried out regularly with the Loporites, though it is not clear who or what they are. As you gaze into the crystal, a record of an unexpected visitor flows through your mind. The records note the Watcher's musings when Elidibus is spotted on the moon, though clearly not for the first time. Guys, an Elidibus spotting on the moon. It is clear he and his brethren have a keen interest in freeing Zodiark from his prison, and yet they have made no attempt to destroy the brands. Perhaps they prefer he remain hidden from mortal eyes until the final rejoining. Perhaps they realize we would never dare bring harm to Zodiark so long as he remained imprisoned. What have you learned, Y'shtola? Did you learn anything of import? So it is as we expected. Maintaining the brands requires a great deal of her energy and focus, and this cost has grown higher with every rejoining. That would explain why contact with her has become rather infrequent since the 7th Umbral Calamity. I too made a rather startling discovery. This heavenly body we know to be the moon was in fact created by Hydaelyn. When the Watcher said he was created together with this place, I thought he only meant this facility. Truly, Hydaelyn's powers are far beyond anything I could have imagined. She created the whole ass moon? Whoa! I wonder who created our moon. Was it Hydaelyn too? I thank you for affording me this short reprieve.
It is we who should thank you. The records stored here are nothing short of extraordinary. There is much we could learn of Zodiark and his imprisonment, but perhaps you could offer us more focused guidance. Pray, tell us of the calamity that came before and comes now again.
Long ago, before the Great Sundering, there was but a single world, Etheris. That guy has a big mouth. One day, from within the earth, a terrible cry issued forth, affecting a profound change in all manner of life. We were not exempt. Our creation magics ran rampant, giving shape and form to thoughts of hopelessness and despair. At first, the phenomenon was limited to a single region, but quickly, so very quickly, it spread and engulfed the whole of the star.
Were the ancients ever able to deduce its source?
They were not. However, the convocation struck upon a method to predict where next the corruption would manifest. The etheric energies which flow through all of creation in the form of various currents. The currents which course through the land and seas. Those which flow through the very air. And those of a celestial nature, which encompass both our star and this moon.
Celestial currents. I cannot say I am familiar with the concept.
Nor would I expect you to be. Few scholars of our time knew of their existence. Their invaluable knowledge helped us to better understand the nature of the calamity. Like the terrestrial ones of Earth and air, the celestial currents form a vast network, but the ethereal distribution is not consistent. The Convocation soon realized that the inciting incidents occurred in regions where the flow was weakest. Correlation without clear cause, ultimately. Nevertheless, on closer study, a stagnancy of ether was observed in nearby currents.
And so they sought a means to harness the forces of darkness, of activity and growth. Thus was Zodiac conceived. No less a power than a god's could set right the laws of nature and quicken the flow of ether within the star.
Precisely. With the advent of Zodiac, our end was averted.
Emmett Selk claimed that those who summoned Hydaelyn did so because they saw Zodiac's power as a threat. Is that true?
Indeed, there was a faction opposed to Zodiac's creation, but their aim was never to unmake him. They understood the continued preservation of the natural order was dependent on his very existence. Until we could identify and address the underlying cause of the final days, he would need remain, for his departure would set in motion those apocalyptic forces once more. Hydaelyn recognized this as well, and so, rather than destroy, she sundered Zodiac, herself and the star to lesser reflections, that she might confine him in this place. Then, what she told me in the ethereal sea was false? That the two once dwelled as one until Zodiac grew hungry for power, upsetting the balance twixt them? Not quite a lie, though a rather gross embellishment. But knowing what you know now, you must surely realize why she might opt to obfuscate and mislead. Hydaelyn and Zodiac are both constructs of man, approximations of perfection, limited by our own imperfections. Zodiac was, without question, the more powerful of the two, having been born from the sacrifice of half Aetheris' population. Thus was it necessary for Hydaelyn to commit herself in wholly to his defeat. Still, more effort was needed to confine him. Maintaining the brands taxed her greatly. With what power she dared spare, she cried out to any who might listen, and offered her blessing to those who heeded her call. Though it was likely within her power to do so, I believe she did not wish to speak of Aetheris and her history. Like Zodiac, Hydaelyn's purpose is a reflection of her creators. They wish to look to the future and not linger in a prison of the past.
The Ascians set in motion 7 rejoinings before we came to oppose them. How many more worlds would have been lost had we not placed our faith in her? How many more souls living in the present would have been snuffed out for the sake of those long dead?
Well, in light of recent events, I see no reason to doubt your words. And even if Hydaelyn is not a god in truth, if Flyyyyy believed that we should trust in her plans, then I choose to do just that. Which brings me to a rather important question. Let's suppose we try but fail to stop this second coming of the final days. Should the source fall, what will become of the other worlds?
The nomenclature is more fitting than you know. Bring ruin to the source, and its reflections will share in its fate. That doesn't sound good. It is ready. This way, if you would be so kind. A beautiful sight, is it not?
Yes, but what is it?
Heidelin knew better than any that her power was not absolute. Indeed, she had ever struggled to hold Zodiark and his faithful at bay. She feared the worst, and so made preparations. In the event of his demise, there would be a contingency. This moon is a prison. It is a vessel capable of bearing the people of Etheris to safe harbor. You need not go far to find its pilots. In fact, I should be happy to take you to them. And fulfill my final duty as Watcher in the Dark. That has implications. At long last, the Watcher is ready to fulfill his final duty. The time has come for you to be on your way. The crater at the heart of Mare Lamentorum, where Zodiark was imprisoned, is not so easily traversed, however. Let us call upon Argos, the familiar whom you met earlier. He should have no trouble bearing you across. As Heidelin created me as the jailer, so too did she create Argos as the guard. It is his nature to appear where needed, and yet he is nowhere to be found. Strange. Mayhap the imbalancing of ether has affected him. Let us make for the crushing brand, and attempt to call upon him there. You need but recall the path you walked with Argos before, and you will find your way. If he labors in service to Heidelin's plan, I see no reason not to do as he suggests. Shall we make for this crushing brand, then? Well, I know the best way down. You know, unlike if this moon was normal, I would have just gently floated down, probably. But damn that view. Oh, this is a vibe. Some moon jams for you guys on this Monday afternoon. Monday evening for most people, probably. Actually, yeah, it's like 5 here, so it's Monday evening here, too. Do I, there's like a cave I went through before. Do I have to go through that again? But where would I find it? So, yeah, terrifying implications for, for all of existence as we know it. Absolutely terrifying implications. But, I'm assuming we'll avert this crisis somehow by the end of this expansion. I assume Eorzea won't implode on itself and this MMO will cease to exist. I'm assuming that won't happen. Alright, we went into the moon cave. No, yeah, we got it. I did it! I found the way I went before. I feel like my brain cells are recovering from last stream where, my brain just wasn't functioning, so I was literally borrowing Estinium's one brain cell. Because at this point, the two of... I think every single Dragoon shares a brain cell. How did those guys beat me? Oh, that's called a lunatic? Oh, fuck. Oh, so that's like a moon cactuar. That's cute. Alright. What does that do to her? That was a weird noise. The place we seek is just ahead, at the Chlorophosgrot. Did I say that right on the first try? You see, Argos cannot manifest without sufficient concentrations of ambient ether. You would be hard-pressed to find a greater confluence than inside this cavern. Follow me. Well, we got some ambient tunes going on. Maybe that'll summon the dog. Some ambient moon jams. I'll take you down too. You're no threat to me. Yes, here will do nicely. The lunar Puddingway draw ether from the ground, which is then dispersed in the air. At present, however, the ambient energies are not quite sufficient for Argos to manifest. Might you be willing to spare some of your own to help the Puddingway along? Suffuse the lunar SpongeBob with ether. Is this a battle for Bikini Bottom? Or the SpongeBob episode where they they thought they went to the moon and then they found Squidward and thought it was an alien. What the dog doing? Argos manifests in the flesh. He seems glad to see you again. The most fascinating creation of Heidelin's, would you not agree? Should the need arise, he's even able to create reflections of himself on a whim. Though I assure you it was no reflection which accompanied you earlier to the brand. No, Arcos was quite eager to be at your side then, as he is now, it seems. I cannot recall when last he showed such an affinity for anyone. Indeed, I thought him more likely to shy away from you and your companions. Perhaps it was more than a sense of duty that compelled him to aid you before. As for your companions... Unexpected, but greatly appreciated. I believe we are all ready. Then let us return outside, so that you may cross the chasm. Alright, now how do I get out? Ah, fuck. Now I gotta fight this giant moon rat. Why did I do that? Sometimes my fingers just land on the wrong places on the keyboard. Damn, these moon rats are like... Oh, they're like moon cockroaches, actually. Is this the way? I don't want to fight any more of you guys. You guys are annoying. You guys are like the Fandaniels of low-level enemies. You're level 83. You're not a low-level enemy. Yeah, I can just sneak past you guys. Yeah, I don't feel like fighting you right now. Man. Remember, early on when, like, Ardbert was just on the moon? That was, like, right after Heavensward. I think I streamed that. And I was like, holy shit, it's the moon. Your destination is the structure there across the Cradle of Darkness. I don't know why I read it like that. The climb onto Argos' back, and he will take care of the rest. Once you arrive, it should not take long to find the ship's crew. The facility is designed to rouse them from their slumber in the event of Zodiark's destruction. Heed their counsel. Together you may guide their star and its people to a kinder fate. This is where we part ways, but know that I shall ever be watching and praying for your success. Our allies' assurances notwithstanding, we cannot be certain what awaits us on the other side, so perhaps it would be best if we did not go all at once. I propose the two of us cross first, while Thancred and Urianger wait here. Alright. Onward! This is fun. Are you having fun, Y'shtola? A malefic ether that yet permeates the crater, remnants of Zodiark most likely. Just a little further. This structure is enormous, but that is hardly surprising given the size of the average Amarantine. Apologies for the wait. Right then, let us head inside and... Oh. You know what I just realized? Hold on. There we go. I accidentally had this on 5 instead of 4. It's embarrassing. I mean, I had it on 4 instead of 5. Yesterday it was 4. Right then, let us head inside and... Oh? The heckin' moondoggos. Most intriguing, a means by which he conserveth energy, mayhap. Well, I certainly wouldn't want him to blink out of existence on our account, helpful as he's been. Thank you, Argos. We'll take things from here. If Argos is to remain without, let us not keep him waiting over long. Oh, I guess I can just talk to Argos if I want to go back. Or when I want to go back, I probably won't want to stay here for all eternity. It's a cool place and all, but eventually I'll want to leave. I have the world to save, after all.
Our moonship pilot should be around here somewhere. Is that right?
Flyyyyy. We won the game? This is it? We won? We fucking won? Okay. What if they have, like, really deep voices? That would be funny.
Look lively, everyone!
Oh no, they all have Lalafell voices.
I know. This 1243rd inspection is a mite ahead of schedule, but it is of the utmost importance, for Zodiac, alas, is no more. As of now, our mighty moon has a new purpose: to bear the people of Etheris to safety. Our time is come, my friends.
Hello? Am I back? My internet just randomly went out. That's gonna be annoying for the VOD, but otherwise it looks like... yeah, fuck. Do I have to watch... Okay. Gotta relog out and then relog in. This has never happened to me before. How long will it take? Oh, there we go. Not that long. But now do I have to watch that again? Yeah, I do have to fucking watch that again. I can just skip through it. Just start clicking.
Oh, Moon.
But most of that was just like animation that I can't skip. Yeah, I've seen it. They all come out. They're adorable. They all line up. One of them is asleep. His little sleep bubble wakes him up. Ha, that's goofy. Ha.
Look, I know.
Okay, I don't... I already heard this. I heard this.
Our time.
Why do they all make like these ooh-woo moogle noises when they move?
Questions? Yes?
Okay, yeah, I don't think I watched this part, so...
Tis a rather curious crew she hath chosen. Their endearing forms intended to ease the passengers' hearts, perhaps.
Perhaps.
They must be the Leporits mentioned in the Watch's records. Not at all what I expected, but the Watchers did bid us heed their counsel. I assume the one who gave the rousing speech was their leader, though we might have to ask about in order to track them down. Come on then, let us be about it. That was at least 1,000 yalms that I dropped. There's no way a real person would have survived that. A real person would die after like 2 yawns of dropping.
The leader of the crew? Not me, I'm afraid. Puddingway's the name. I'm in charge of the construction and maintenance of the atmosphere circulation ship system. Only the crispest, cleanest air for the people of Ethereus, and that's a promise.
Oh, these are like the moon people in FF4.
Mlem, mlem, mlem. Later? No. Sleeping way. My job is... perhaps I'd better ask.
I guess I gotta find Leaderway. This is FF4 music. Maybe that's a game I should play on stream sometime. It's been a while. I'd want to do the GBA version because that had like the bonus dungeon at the end. And that was like super fun. Would it be Snappy Laporit? I think that's the leader type. This isn't Fortnite, this is FF14.
What? How in the... When did you get here? Who let you in? Why wasn't I told?
Oh, that'll do it.
What was that supposed to be? You're humming, if what can be called that's atrociously off-key to sound more like this.
It sounded the same. If they put these in Fortnite, then I would play Fortnite.
As leader of the Laporites, I cannot allow substantial attempts at musicality to go unremarked, even if you are a guest. Being the magnanimous sort that I am, I'll forgive you this once.
Listen, I'm a level 30 bard.
Well, looks like you beat us here. Your friends, I take it? Is this all of them?
No, I have more friends. I swear.
A group comprised entirely of children. What must their parents be thinking? This isn't a nursery after all, though perhaps we should build one, or did we build one already? No matter, you needn't worry your pretty little heads. All be well, I promise. But goodness me, we shouldn't be standing about gulping. I must take you to meet the others. Maybe you could run along back towards the entrance. You'll find a path that leads to the central platform on the upper floor. There's nowhere along way to reach it, but it's a large glowing ball at the center. If you find yourself lost...
I don't know. It hurts every part of my body to do that voice.
Well then, back to the upper floor it is.
Oh, looks like it doubles as an aetherite. So, no, the aetherite's right here. A hairy situation. Oh, I already attuned to it. I'm just retarded. No, how do I get back up? Oh, I just take that ramp. There's Campingway. I think if I was a Laporit, my name would be Comingway. Where is Cummingway? I am Cummingway. That'd be like a good porn name, like Ernest Cummingway. That'd be a really funny porn star name. Clearly entered the stream at the wrong time. I am so sorry, but I hope you're having a good day nonetheless. No, actually the wrong time to enter the stream was about 10 minutes ago when my internet shut out. And I had to restart the entire stream. Which is going to be really annoying when I'm uploading the VODs. It's always the time to talk about what your Laporte name would be. Or in my case, my porn star name.
Right, of course. Introductions are in order. Ahem. My name is Livingway, and we are the Loperites, created for the express purpose of commanding this ship and bearing the people of Atheris to a brave new world.
Literally the first thing you heard is if I was a Laporte, I would be Cummingway.
More specifically, I am the one whom she charged with the execution of her most vital plans. You might say I'm her right paw. Livingway's the name, map reader and navigator of the heavens.
Pleasure to meet you all, but I'm still trying to make sense of this.
Confusion and bewilderment are completely understandable. Fear not, I shall walk you through it.
I just realized these guys are kind of like that one family in iCarly, where it's like they all have names that are like related to their jobs, and then there's like some guy named Rob who's like a bank robber or something.
The people of Atheris, through no fault of your own, I'm sure, set in motion a series of events that, unfortunately, culminated in Zodiac's obliteration. Acutely aware of the imminent crisis, your parents sent you little ones on ahead while they began the necessary preparations.
I am an orphan.
Still not following? No? Very well, I shall elaborate further. Here, we have Atheris, your home, and the moon, where we are now.
See, Mikey, it is the moon.
Without Zodiac around to keep things lively, so to speak, the celestial currents of the star have doubtless begun to degrade. A calamity of apocalyptic proportions will be visited upon Atheris, bringing an end to all life. Very sad,
Stop trying to gaslight me, Mikey. It's the moon.
So too hath the Watcher claimed. By thine unperturbed countenance, I gather this eventuality was anticipated.
Are you like one of those conspiracy theorists? It's like the moon isn't real.
Doom and gloom. Oh yes, quite expected. Imagine, if you will, that Atheris is a delicious carrot that I've forgotten to eat and left out in the midday sun. The most earnest wishes or prayers will not stop it from rotting to the core. So sadly, there's nothing to be done but to abandon said carrot, Atheris, in case the metaphor is lost on you, to its grisly fate.
You know what? Yeah, I believe in the moon. I'm on the moon.
The vessel to deliver us to a new home.
Just so! We will gather up as many people, supplies, and resources as our stores will hold.
So you're just gonna fucking give up?
And then, once everyone is aboard, it's off to another star.
If I'm not on the moon, then why am I on the moon?
Easier said than done, admittedly. For one does not simply...
Is everything okay on my end? Because my internet just cut out for like 1 second. And it's saying I'm still live, so... Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck is up with my internet today. I guess that's what I get for streaming on Wi-Fi. Yes, that is right. I stream on Wi-Fi.
We ought to make it to our destination in 2 shakes of a rabbit's tail.
Impressive technology. I dare say it is beyond anything we have ever seen.
Wi-Fi warrior, woo! I mean, I can't find my Ethernet cable, so...
No need to shower us with praise. All we've done is faithfully carry out the instructions left to us by Heidelin. Back in the old days, when she was still just Venar, she was dedicated to the study of the world and its inner workings. And the Watcher, the real one, not the simulacrum you met, was one of her fellow researchers. We and this wondrous vessel masquerading as a moon are products of their knowledge and know-how.
There's certainly more to you all than meets the eye. Might I ask where exactly you intend to take us?
Detroit!
We identified a few promising candidates for resettlement some time ago, but we cannot guarantee that they are fit for habitation. Moreover, the ship can only travel in short bursts. We intend to go down our list, hopping from star to star, until we find one suitable for resettlement. No need to worry, though. The vessel is being refurbished with accommodation for an extended stay as we speak.
I don't know. I'm not really liking this idea. I'd rather
While
just
we did
save
have
the
to
world.
rely upon outside help to determine what amenities were essential, I dare say we have risen to the challenge.
Help? From who?
From you and yours! Who else? Each time we woke to perform regularly scheduled maintenance, we were greeted by the resources you sent us. What better way to learn about preferences and proclivities of our present-day charges? Ah, but you're still adorable little children. Perhaps your elders were responsible for the deliveries.
Most of our parents are dead.
I'm not sure what led you to conclude otherwise, but I can assure you that we are all grown men and women.
I'm a big boy.
And I very much doubt my elders know this place exists, much less how to send you so much as a starlight missive.
What? Then who in blazes let you on my moon?
We took the teleporter.
Heidelin herself led you here. You don't say! Well, that's really not children. Then why are you so small and stunted? Like little baby carrot people.
We're small. We're like baby carrots.
Well, Amarotines were a great deal taller. In the present day, persons of such prodigious size are exceedingly rare.
So, you're saying everyone's not like the Watcher? Oh, confound it all! Someone could have at least scribbled a note about your profound miniaturization.
That tome in thy possession.
Oh, this? One of the first books sent to us. A compendium of the people of Atheris, with a few blank pages at the back for minor corrections and updates as needed. The sum total of our knowledge of your kind is contained in these pages. I thought it was abridged and made small for our benefit, but this isn't a regular-sized book, is it?
That's actually considered a big book.
You hear me? Yes, we're all very busy. Change of plans. I need you to rebuild the domiciles at 1/3 the scale. All of them. Yes, all of them, and but me no buts. See to it with all speed.
Perhaps you could tell us a bit more about your terrestrial collaborators.
Yes, in due time. But first, I'd like to hear more about you, if it's all the same. I'd rather not risk any other complications due to outdated knowledge of our passengers-to-be.
Alright, so, that's going on.
Right then, now you're here, we need you to teach us all you can about your people, and quickly, it won't be long before the final leader parties on the telegram, so if there's anything at all that may displease them, it must be addressed post-haste. And addressed in which all here at Best Ways Bar, we have assembled everything we want over against the best way forward! Ahem! We have produced and appetizer. Why don't we start with the food stuff? Meet at the caratorium, and we'll see about filling your bellies.
The caratorium. She does not look for enthusiasm. The notion of Vaetheris rotting to its core being a matter of course is rather concerning, though. Nevertheless, let us take this opportunity to learn more about the reports and this vessel. I somehow feel like the game isn't going to end by us all just leaving and abandoning the star to get destroyed. But we'll see where this leads. And if Mikey was correct in the fact that the moon doesn't exist, then this plan definitely is not going to work. Although I'm pretty sure you're wrong, the moon does exist. Idiot. The moon is right there. We're on it. But you know what definitely does not exist? Stanford University. It's just like, it's a scam made up by people who didn't go to Ivy League college, but just wanted something for their resume. Because have you ever met anyone who has gone to Stanford? I do not know a single person who has gone to Stanford. And I live in California. I don't even know where Stanford is in California. Yeah, all the smart rich people in California just go to USC. Wait, why do we have enemies down here that are about to attack us?
Welcome to the cafetorium. Here we create prototypes of the various soldiers required to send to be passengers. Puddingway, pleasure to meet you all. Our work has involved a very small amount of trial and error, but after many cycles of painstaking way, we're recording the bodies without a message. Although I don't have this central nutrients for a healthy balance diet for the refuge of the reality, I practically won the war than the planet. I really don't consider these a person particular unless you guys know we first hop along the platforms here, you'll find a storage.
So we get to try the moon food? I hope they have pizza. Blasting way. So anyway, I started blasting. It's all carrots. Which carrot should I choose? The unassuming orange carrot, the peculiar-looking blue carrot, the vibrant yellow carrot, the ominous crimson carrot. I'm gonna try the ominous crimson carrot. The soft texture and redolent aroma of this crimson carrot, the lithe, staggering weight, the excessive length and girth only compound the mystery, leaving you perplexed as to the nature of this carrot. You know, I think I've already eaten carrots of this type before. They're just attached to a certain Elysian man. On second thought, you will like to simply take an obscenely large carrot for now. Due to its bizarre qualities, it would be prudent to ask Puddingway whether it is safe to eat first. It's a carrot made out of silicone. Alright. So did any of our selections set your mouth to watering? Even Vieira are like to swoon at the sight of so grand a carrot, that or be offended by all those who assume that they would.
Oh yes, a fine choice. One of my favorites, actually. Please, dig in. I'm eager to hear what you think.
Eat the carrot. What if I'm allergic to carrots? With great trepidation, you take a bite out of the carrot. The carrot is oddly tender, but as you begin to chew, a rich aroma fills your nostrils. A newfound vigor begins welling within you. The rumbling of your stomach, however, suggests it simply may be indigestion.
What do you think? Unlike anything you've ever tasted, yes?
Well, true.
The iron carrot can be a bit difficult to digest, but the boost to endurance it promises makes the perfect meal before a day of heavy lifting. We have plenty of other varieties too. Bleeding carrots to improve blood flow. Dream carrots to help with sleep. So you see, we have a carrot for every occasion.
But what if I don't like carrots?
You don't like carrots? Oh, you must mean you don't like them served in such and worried. I'll make pureed versions offhand if you haven't the time to chew. I take it you too have a wide assortment of carrots to choose from and not else.
If I may ask, what exactly did these collaborators share with you about cuisine on Netheris? Surely you are aware we have an abundance of dishes and foods you can emulate?
Of course we are, but, well, it was only quite recently that we established contact. Even holding a conversation was a struggle at first, so imagine our surprise when they sent us a mountain of books and documents with no clear instructions. The sheer amount of information was overwhelming. If it wasn't for that encyclopedia I found, you would have been at a loss where to begin. And so we decided rather than to divide our resources to prepare a variety of middling and potentially unsatisfying meals, it would be more efficient to devote our efforts to the production of a single perfect food.
That's all well and good, but man cannot live on raw carrots alone. Have you considered cooking them? He just fucking looked at the camera.
You mean steaming, boiling, roasting, and the like? I suppose we could prepare the carrots in other ways, but our primary concern was efficiency, and what's more efficient than sinking your teeth into a carrot fresh from production? A rather strange approach to take for one named Puddingway, isn't it? Well, technically speaking, Puddingway isn't my given name. When first created, we were all named in the old tongues, you know, the otherwise impenetrable parlance the Watcher speaks. After we received a great tome of words, a dictionary that is, from our collaborators, we learned your language. Adverbs, gerunds, present continuous verb conjugations, just the basics. Then we found the terms related to our given task and used them to form new names. Aren't they helpful?
No, not really, but it does explain a great deal. Wherefore didst thy kind deem such a change necessary?
When the rest of your people arrive, we want them to be certain they understand immediately what each of us does. You'd never be able to pronounce our original names anyway.
I see. I hope our critiques, such as they are, were helpful to you. Though, if you decide to preserve foreign fauna from Theros as well, you would be able to offer the passengers a more balanced diet. Until such a day, one I pray comes sooner rather than later, it would appear there is naught but carrots on the menu. Okay. You know, I think carrots are kind of just the most average food. Like, I don't love them, but I don't hate them. It's like, if you forced me to eat a carrot, I would eat the carrot, but I would not choose to live solely on carrots. What are we doing now? Oh, clothing. Let me guess, it's all just carrot suits. Wait, is this literally the FF4 battle music? Just unedited? That's kind of cute. Oh man, this is getting me nostalgic. Man, the first time I played FF4, that was a dark moment in my life. Not because I was playing FF4, but because of other things happening, but yeah. Yeah, that was just like the period when I was getting really into the Super Nintendo Final Fantasy games. Like, I fell in love with FF6 the first time I played it, so then I was like, oh, FF4 is probably good. And it's not as good, but it's still pretty good. Here we are, the apparel producer. Alright. I feel like reading all this dialogue is just gonna be pointless. Yeah, what the fuck do you want us to wear? I hope it's like a sexy bunny suit. Ah, fuck. Ah. Alright, give me the sexy bunny suit. How about an outfit that embodies my bloodlust? No. How about something? No. How about a fashionable and refined? They're all gonna be the same, aren't they? Wow, that is the opposite of what I requested. You know what? I'm sorry. I must continue wearing these. Charlian fashion. You know, I was just in like the extremely serious part of the game. I guess we get the goofy part now. But unfortunately, the serious part of the game was plagued by one known as Fandaniel. Oh, I only wear this for 30 minutes? Wait, no, I don't... You follow me up here? Damn, you're persistent. What will you gain? Why are your robots so mean to us? I'm looking for clothes with an altogether different design. This should do. The bandanas around my wrists, I don't see the purpose. We don't look splendid. I don't want to wear this. I don't want to eat carrots. I want to save the planet. Rihanna, she's got the lime green. Sorry to have kept you waiting. Thanks, just... I want those fucking gloves. I need those gloves. Those boots. I think it's past time to return these clothes. I'm so confident I've got proof. Whatever are we doing wrong? Just look at what we're wearing. Perhaps you mustn't be so hard on yourself. Should we resort to evacuating the people of Etheris, they will most certainly have need of your attire. It is clear you spare no effort in addressing our needs, but you must understand that we are not quite so homogeneous. Speaking for myself, what I wear now better suits my taste, even if it is of inferior make. There are others whose choices may be influenced by traditions or personal experience. Rather than make assumptions for the whole, you must consider the individual and their potential preferences. I fear we've underestimated the collective diversity of your people, even if you memorize every time we do it, I would have much better. Maybe don't. That's some we might agree. People would prefer to keep others at arm's length, even when they know they shouldn't. As one such former fool, I'd like to ask you a question. The plan to evacuate and escape the final days, did it account for the reflections of the source as well? Not that I'm aware of. We were born of Hydaelyn's love for Etheris, and the salvation of our people on that star alone has ever been our aim. Surely it's better to devote ourselves to saving one world than divide our efforts. I suppose you're right. Livingway, might we have leave to explore best ways burrow unattended? You have given us much to think about.
Why, certainly.
Until later, then. If I may, I should like to accompany thee a while longer. Really? I mean, you're more than welcome to. There's actually something we can. I feel like when Urianger comes back, he's going to, like, completely immerse himself in their culture. Like, he'll just be wearing, like, the lime green outfit. Who's that little fucker? Hello there. Are you spying on me?
Oh, my boss was trying to spy anything. Everyone's doing all this. I'm worried. What the people are doing? I can save them. So I make a mess of things. Oh, wait.
Alright. Ooh, I want to lick that crystal. It looks like a rainbow popsicle. The ultimate forbidden snack. Yeah, I feel like this plan is not gonna work. And I realized if levels are to be believed, we're not even halfway through this expansion, so we still got a lot of ground to cover. A lot of ideas to explore. And a lot of worlds to save. And that's right, we're going to save them. We are not going to fly away on cowards on this moon that's probably not real. Particularly Cummingway. Crikey, even your names are amazing! The residential area? Oh, gods, I'm terrified.
Ready in the teleporter.
Wait, what? You have a deep voice? Are you Australian? Uh-oh.
quarters restricted due to reconstruction. Then where is it? Oh no!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
A private audience, as thou didst request, for reasons I know not.
I could just spy on him.
Just a precaution. I'd rather I didn't have to ask the question at all, but I take my responsibilities very, very seriously. Do you and your friends, by any chance, find our accommodation wanting? Be honest, brutally even.
'Twould be ungracious of me to belittle the efforts of thee and thine.
Lovely sentiment, really. But the disappointment is writ plain on your comrades' faces. It's all the more frustrating since no one will come out and say what they find wanting. If there are faults in our work, we need to know. We can, we will do better. But time is not on our side. The final days will wait for no one. If your people are to be saved, we must take quick and decisive action. This vessel must serve as a home for as many passengers as possible, for far longer than we may like. Which brings me to my request. Our collaborators on Atheris are doing what they can to prepare for the voyage. Would you be willing to go and lend them a hand? Having seen the moon for yourself, you could speak to its many splendors, learn what else they might require, and assuage whatever concerns they have.
I feel like Urianger would be like a moon denier. But like one of those weird moon deniers that like believes in astrology, but just not the moon.
Wherefore wouldst thou entrust me with such a task?
How to put it? You're the only one who appears not to be wholly unsatisfied with our work. Or quite good at pretending that's the case, at least. Calm, collected, tactful to a fault. Very particular with your words, too. You understand that, in the face of great danger, one cannot pursue perfection at the expense of practicality. The difficult choices must often be made for the greater good.
And so fate doth conspire to set my feet upon this path once more.
Come again?
Idle musings. 'Tis no trifle thou dost ask. Yet full well do I understand the urgency and necessity.
Oh, dear me! Dear me! I was terribly sorry for the mix-up.
Is that
It's
just
a
like
bit
a
of a malfunction.
Scooby-Doo sound?
I hadn't realised the residential quarters were inaccessible, you see. But you're still in one piece. So, all's well that ends well, yes? Won't happen again. I promise.
Gosh, that was embarrassing. I promise to be more careful from now on. I probably wouldn't have liked it, if that makes you feel any better. The Caratorium. All's veil that ends veil. I gotta hop down here. This place was built for rabbits, apparently, and they just have to jump down. Whee! I'm fine. Greatest Endsvale. I think we're at the point where this quest is dragging on for far too long. Like, it's starting to feel like fixing the train in Shadowbringers. It is. It's like, okay, we get it. Moon people. We get it. FF4 was a good game. But I still want to lick those. Yeah, okay, we get it. It's a fountain. We have those. It's... Yeah, it's not a forest. A stretch. I gotta stretch. Oh, it's reminding me to stretch too. That's a spirit. Alright. So we gotta take a romantic walk around the fountain. That's apparently a forest. But I just gotta go here. Alright. Is that the real-life moon's purpose, too? I feel like there's a lot more that we could afford to learn about our moon. Who created the moon? What if I made that my ringtone? No. Why did I read that that was the third and final destination? Did this game lie to me, or am I gaslighting myself? No propulsion system. The fifth designated location. There you are. I take it I've already received the ground to it. A shame we missed it. Growing way, I've been looking all over for you. Oh, is this about the teleporter to the residential area? No, never mind that. We have more pressing matters at hand. I'll be calling an emergency meeting shortly, and your attendance is required. Really? I can't imagine why you need me there, but if you insist... It won't be way long, so you'll not look like me. Before we arrived, you seemed to be in the midst of a rousing conversation with your guide. Did you learn anything of import? Yeah, a few things. They've spent 12,000 years preparing for this. With the appointed hour fast approaching, I can certainly understand their restlessness, but still. It remains to be seen if the final people can be persuaded to evacuate when there are yet no signs of the final days. What's more, the technology of this place defies imagination. I doubt there are many who would readily come to terms with living in such surroundings. Whoever these collaborators are, unless they are possessed of the world's most charming personalities or means to forcibly evacuate people, they will meet with a great deal of resistance. Indeed, even if faced with annihilation, the decision to forsake all one knows cannot be made lightly. Forgive me, friends, but I must beg your leave. There is another matter which yet begs for mine attention. I forgot to use the Urianger voice. Of course, we can accompany you if you like. Nay, that will not be necessary, if you will excuse me. It is clear now that difficult decisions lie ahead of us. Preparation for the evacuation of Aetherius is indeed crucial, but I am not yet willing to forsake our world and its reflections, and I trust I am not alone in my reticence. I completely agree with you. Did Urianger seem strange to you? More so than usual, I mean. I know he has a penchant for keeping his own counsel, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried. We should go see if he is alright. Y'shtola and I will remain here and see what else we can learn about him the final days. If you hurry, perhaps you can catch up with him. Oh no. Literally, my worst nightmare is being forced to have a conversation with Urianger by myself, with no one else. It will be the most awkward thing I can imagine. Like, that is my character's worst fear, just being locked in a room with Urianger and being forced to converse with him. Moping way. That's me sometimes. Why are you moping way?
Oh, that's truly more of your kind. I would rather not be doing this like nothing, you know.
Where's that goofy little tune from? Is that an FF4 thing? I think I've heard it before. Flyyyyy appears to be headed toward the entrance to Bestway's burrow. He's going to Best Buy. Do people still buy TVs? I remember back in the day when Circuit City was a huge thing, and they had all these huge flat screen TVs. They were so important. You could get like a 60-inch screen. It was so cool. Now everyone just watches TV on their laptops. Well, where are you guys going? Huh? Oh, they're not going. Flyyyyy ventures off in a Mare Lamentorum for reasons unknown. You must tread carefully, else he might sense your presence. Gotta be sneaky. Gotta be a little sneaky when I follow him. Alright. You know, Flyyyyy, like, probably has friends that live on the moon. He's probably been to the moon before, knowing him. Like, it wouldn't be out of character. Now, I remember, one time I went to Circuit City to pick up the DVD for Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith, and they gave me like a free sticker when I got it, and it was like really cool. And then they had a CD selection there. But all those stores are dying, and that makes me really sad, because record stores are dying, and that makes me really upset. Now, I used to go to Best Buy all the time and just get a bunch of CDs. Those were fun times. And then Flyyyyy, that's another fun store. I think they're both still things, but like their selection has been dramatically decreased. But it's just fun going to those places, seeing what they have. And then Flyyyyy has like anime DVDs too. Oh, here we go. You know what store was really fun? Walden Books. Like, they had like a manga section complete with like plushies.
Thine arrival is timely as ever.
Who wanted me to follow you?
Thou didst chance to overhear my conversation with Livingway, I presume?
Yeah.
'Twas not mine intent to move in shadow. Nevertheless, I have been asked to do that and more yet again. Is it so plain that these strangers could intuit it at a glance? My capacity for silence and secrecy and duplicity.
Yeah, you've done that a lot.
When Grahatir did contrive to deliver the first at the price of his own life, I was complicit in the scheme. A sacrifice averted for a mercy. Would that I could say the same for Minfilia. One life for one world. And by that bloody bargain brokered by my hand were the scions robbed of a dear comrade, and Flamine her beloved daughter. Two souls, whose selflessness was beyond measure, whose resolve was unshakable. They would not be moved even had I thought to protest. But protest I did not. Far from it. I pushed them forward. No effort did I make to seek out alternatives. Ones that would not demand such terrible costs. That resignation weigheth heavy on my mind, as does the memory of another lost to mine inaction. Dearest Moonbringer, who did face death unflinching, that we might secure a means to bring low the Ascians. In her hour of need, I did naught. Dutiful disciple of Louisoix, ever looking to the greater good.
I miss when she used to peggeth me.
Had I shut mine eyes and bid her live instead, mayhap she would be with us today. Selfish wants, born of everlasting regrets. Most days I put them from my mind, but could think of naught else when asked to swallow the same bitter draught. Subterfuge and sacrifice. Mayhap the right moral choice, but one I regard with great trepidation. The calamity of Amarot was a tragedy beyond reckoning. One which must never again come to pass. Thus must we struggle, haunted by ghosts of those we have lost, clinging to those we pray we can yet save. But what of those we cannot? How do we make peace with the dreadful algebra of necessity?
Would that we had time to weigh the costs.
'Tis a comfort to know we are of like mind in that regard. Strange. Scarcely can I remember when last we spoke alone, and so candidly.
Yeah, I was afraid of it. I thought it would be really awkward. I'm sorry.
I thank thee. For all my supposed skill with words, I find it difficult to express such private thoughts.
I think we all do.
As for the Loporrit's proposition, I will take time and consider how to respond. 'Twould be to our mutual benefit if we could converse more.
Oh, whoops.
A concern I should be glad to address on the Scion's behalf. To dispense with all pretense and bare one's heart to another is a frightening thing indeed. But we cannot move forward ere we take that bold first step. A lesson I have learned many times before. And today.
What are they saying? Curse these ears! I've heard bugger all!
If only our ears were bigger.
No matter. We've got our plans.
Are they plotting something? I thank thee for accompanying me. 'Tis a simple plan in truth. I like the band's simple plan. We shall not be long away from Bestway's burrow. Difficult decisions must needs be made in the coming days, but I nevertheless believe we are all of one mind in our desire to save the people of Etheris. To make clear our resolve to the Leporids, I would offer them a gift, but its making doth require a most singular ingredient. My cum. Oh, by the way, I just found something really fucking funny. Hold on, where is it? I think it was this one. No, it's not this one. I think it was this one. Yeah, it was. The mattress is made from a sponge-like material to help absorb any nocturnal spillages. I mean, there are two types of nocturnal spillages, and a good bed will catch both. Loving way. On abundance of spongeoy. Excellent. I chanced to spy this aggregation when crossing Zodiac's erstwhile prison. Using a spell taught to me by the Numo, I believe these shall suffice for the gift I would fashion. The magic requireth considerable concentration, however. Might I prevail upon thee to stand watch while I perform the incantation? Okay. Yeah, this is literally, like, the first time Urianger and I have been alone. There are a lot of people on the internet who are horny for Urianger. And, I'm in no place to judge. But, I don't know. It's surprising to me. But I mean, I go more for personality than appearance, so... You'll never understand the obsession. Yeah. Fans just have bad tastes. Well, at least they're not Xenos fans. No, the other day, I found, like, a prompt on Twitter that was like, tell me all about the toxic traits of your ship with your Warrior of Light. This is everything that's toxic about my Warrior of Light ship with Xenos, uwu. And I was just like, yeah, my Warrior of Light is in a healthy relationship with Emmerich. I don't know what is wrong with you guys. Surveying the nearby areas, you know, like Hino did. Urianger remains fixated on his work. Look at how wide my hips are. A magic ink, every ounce as efficacious as that crafted by the Nemo. You're worried of light-leveled culinarian tonight just so they can make meals for your Stola. FF fans need therapy? Yeah.
I thought you would have been eaten or perhaps fallen into a crater. His Chola has been looking all over for you, so I thought she said you need to speak with you about something much urgent. Dire, even.
Alright. That's convenient. Suspiciously convenient.
Are you insinuating I betray the trust of Highland's Chosen? Or worse, do anything to risk getting on his Chola's bad side? I shan't be long.
Alright. I think if I warped here, it would be easier. Yeah, Y'shtola is a relationship I can understand because it's built on the foundation of friendship, so... What do you need, Y'shtola? Oh, I see, but we thought you would be away for far longer. A dire emergency? I said no such thing. But as you are here, I could use your assistance with one small matter. Runningway, a companion of Growingway's, apparently has much to tell of the final days. The problem, however, is that he's determined to live up to his name, refusing to stay still long enough for us to hold a conversation. Is there anywhere he's like to stop and rest, or perhaps there's a way to slow him down? Well, what's the rush? I was thinking we should wait here, maybe enjoy a cold mug of carrot juice. No? What if it's really that important? Balls of moose flesh, not to be confused with the other thing? Alright. Gotta use some moose balls to lure Runningway out of his hiding spot. Oh, I gotta throw the fucking moose balls. Right. Oh, fuck. Where would Runningway... Oh, that's smart. This is meant to be a joke. Is it funny? I just panicked and clicked. I thought I was gonna fuck that up for sure.
Yes, I'm Runningway. Do you mind explaining why you hit me in the face with your balls of moose flesh? I'm highly knowledgeable about the final days. Yeah, that's the most ridiculous thing I've heard since I woke up. Who told you that joke? As if you got time to look into the final days in this time.
Is everyone hiding something from me? Everyone's just trying to get me away from them. That's kind of sussy. Hey, Y'shtola, you got some splaining to do. I can neither hide nor hair. Oh. What the fuck, Y'shtola? What are you hiding from me? So he knows no more than the others? Care to explain yourself, Growing Way?
Well, you see, I misremembered. Yes, that's it. I misremembered. Terribly sorry about that.
I guess it's Growing Way's fault. It's not Y'shtola's fault. I'm sorry, Y'shtola. I'm afraid I'm drawing a blank. Try as I might, I can't remember who I was thinking of. On an unrelated note, what of Urianger? I assume you spoke with him earlier, but he's saying he'll be returning. He's doing Urianger stuff. On the way to the Watcher's Palace living way? Between Growing Way, sudden lapse of memory, and our lack of other leads, maybe our time would be better spent lending Urianger a hand.
Well, what now? Hold on a moment.
It's all coming back to me. Yes, I remember. The information looked for is in the archives. Yes, that's where you'll find all sorts of useful information. Knowledge. Alright. Oh, what to do, what to do. I promised Living Way I would help, but... No, I promised I'd help, so that's what I'll do. The archives are on the second floor of the main plaza, the eastern wing. Follow me! I suspect the Laportes are up to something, but if there's aught to be learned of the final days, I think it best we play along for now at least. Yeah, they're just making me run around in circles. What the fuck kind of mount is that? There are some goofy all mounts in this game. Yeah, I'm currently quite tired of being here, honestly. Where am I supposed to be going? I still go up. Yeah, there's a ramp somewhere, I think. Oh, I go that way. Ugh, also, this place is too fucking big. Oh, I can use my mount at least, but... doesn't hide things from the warrior of light. You're still as a good waifu. Estinian is a good waifu. Estinian is a good waifu. Yeah, just give Estinian a box and some catnip and he'll be happy. And give him like a toy dragon to rip apart. That took far too long. The archives are right through this door, but it seems to be locked. I guess we'll just have to go and find whoever has the key. Growing-way, enough. If you have naught else to tell us of the final days, you need only say so. We can ill afford to be wasting time here, as you well know. Did you yourself not tell us why we must act quickly? Yes we did, but the moon was to be a perfect paradise for the people of Etheris, and we're running out of time to make everything ready for their arrival. We'd hoped you'd see the wonders we have to offer, but we found nothing but fields and clothes and work. All they want to do is other than do the others must be kept here. So that's Livingway's game. Run us around in circles and filling that lockers away so we can't put the plan at risk. Everyone except Rianche. He understands what is at stake, what must be done. A fave misjudged us, Growing-way. Never will we decry the notion of using the moon as a means to escape. That said, my heart breaks at the thought of abandoning Etheris and her reflections to their doom. If there's a way to avert the final days, I wish to find it. We all do. We may fail, but our efforts would never be at the expense of your plans.
But why would you take that risk? There's no room for ifs and maybes now. The people of Etheris will escape here to the moon. They'll be safe and we'll finally get to see all their happy, smiling faces. I'm sorry, but we can't let you leave. We just can't. Do what you must, but try not to hurt them. I'll be back in a moment. Don't do anything rash while I'm gone. If we dally, they'll overwhelm us with sheer numbers. I say we knock these ones out, split up, and make our way to the exit. Agreed. Let us reconvene where Argos waits outside. Alright. I'm sorry. Don't be sorry. They just want to help. Enforcements, they're just clearly outmatched. Like their carrots are not doing much damage. Growing-way? Huh?
Oh no, growing way is a little tougher. I might have to, get the big guns out. Sorry. Oh, that's so fucking far. This is too big for a tiny dragon girl like me. I need it. Good, you're here. We must hurry to the Watcher's Palace and find Urianger. Is he gonna stop us?
And what, pray tell, do we seek at the Watcher's Palace?
What, pray tell, the fuck?
Oh, come off it, friend. You know full well why we're here. The time has come for you to return to Aetheris and help your brethren prepare for their journey here and beyond.
Forgive me, Living Way, but I cannot in good conscience proceed with this plan.
Huh? But what about the final days? The death and the doom? Oh, we have to hurry before it's too late.
Your unflagging commitment to your duty is endearing, to say the least.
Oh, bugger!
We made it! This moon is too goddamn big.
Be at ease. They bear you no grudge, nor do I. How could we, having come to understand your purpose? For millennia, you and yours worked tirelessly towards the singular purpose of this heavenly vessel's construction. An arduous feat by any measure. It is clear you have spared no effort. Why, your very names are a testament to your dedication.
Our names? I'm not sure I understand what you're getting at.
Names are an expression of the self, a declaration of one's hopes and aspirations. Your use of contemporary, uncomplicated nomenclature doth ensure clarity of purpose. There can be no doubt that your love for the people of Aetheris is boundless and pure.
Yes! Yes! A most mellifluous phrasing! We Loporrits were born of Hydaelyn's love for Aetheris. That shining, shimmering blue jewel, brightest star in the sky, brimming with life and possibilities. For as long as I can remember, I've toiled in anticipation of the day when this vessel might be needed. All I've ever wanted was to meet those she cherished so dearly. To serve and serve well. That goes for all of us. Don't you see? So help us. Help us help them. Lead them here where we can keep them safe. If there's anything wrong with what we've built, we'll fix it. We'll make it right.
Your works want not for repair. Yet there remaineth much for you to learn of men, and your own kin besides. Singingway, thy name bespeaketh more than the simple marriage of rhythm and rhyme. The songs of Aetheris are beyond counting, and span the length and breadth of emotion.
For example, Flyyyyy.
Maps are monuments to man's pioneering spirit and his devotion to charting the furthest reaches of our star. Many have devoted their lifetimes to exploratory pursuits, to venture unto the highest mountains and the deepest oceans in search of unknown frontiers. And thou, my friend, I do not think we've met.
My name is Puddingway.
Puddingway?
Puddingway? Yes, indeed. A name of deep and abiding significance, I'm sure. But one perhaps better communicated through delicious deeds than tasteless words. A judicious application of fey magics at a later juncture may be appropriate. And living way. 'Tis no easy feat to convey the significance of
I think
dialogue.
Puddingway is the key to all this.
When I was a bookish boy, a dear friend of mine was fond of peppering me with questions as I read, to my occasional annoyance. One day, I posed to her a question of mine own. What doth it mean to live? After much contemplation, she proffered this answer. The anticipation of a half-read story's conclusion. The hope today's mistake may serve as tomorrow's lesson. The wish that a new acquaintance may one day call thee friend. She believed it to be all these moments and more.
I want to understand, but
I, too, still labor to find mine own answer. 'Twould be my pleasure to assist you and yours in embarking on a journey of self-discovery and enlightenment. For thee. Ink as blue as the waters of Aetheris. Made in haste, though I assure thee, the quality has not suffered for it. The people need not be persuaded by honeyed words. Nay, I have faith they shall do what is right in due course. Until they do, I beg your patience, friends. And with that ink, let us fill the empty pages of Livingway's compendium. An open exchange of ideas will surely afford you all a better understanding of modern man, and with it, ideas for improvements and renovations. But more importantly, it shall empower us to together find a way forward.
I hope you're right. Thank you for this lovely gift.
There you have it. I shall remain with the Loporrits to ensure that all is in order. Though we must needs prepare for every eventuality, you would all agree that the evacuation of our star is a last resort.
Finally, someone said it.
To accept failure is to accept the demise not only of our star, but that of Reen's, of all reflections, and the souls that call them home. Which is why I have every faith that you shall fight to the last, that such drastic measures may prove unnecessary.
What do you think I came all the way to the moon for?
Should the worst come to the worst, and I pray deeply that it won't, I'll take comfort in knowing preparations were made under your watchful eye.
Aye, thou mayest be assured that if calamity cometh, not a soul will be left behind, if being the operative term.
Oh, look at that. You're feeling the orangish red emotion. Whoa. That flower. How came it into your possession? You just jump scared me. How very like her. Guided by its light, we may come to know her true intentions. Intentions which remain a mystery even to us. In our time, we called it Elpis. You would do well to remember the name. It almost sounds like elf piss. I'll remember it.
I hate to interrupt, but I feel like I need to make amends for all the secrecy.
Think nothing of it. We haven't been the most gracious of guests. Do convey our apologies to Growingway and the others.
But of course! And when next we welcome more guests from Aetheris, we'll have learned
Just
to
give
be
me
much
5
more
million, Gil.
hospitable hosts. Oh, and circling back to the matter of inappropriate secrecy, we ought to discuss our benefactors.
Agreed. The Charlayan Forum, yes?
Oh, is that what the Charlayan Forum was hiding this whole time? Was communicating with
more
the
I heard,
rabbit
the more
people?
obvious it became. The Forum's aims align closely with those of your anonymous patrons. A telling coincidence would be an understatement. Though had we not taken it upon ourselves to peruse certain restricted tones in Labyrinthos, we might still be unaware of their plans. But let us continue this discussion upon our return. I dare say we have kept Alphino and the others waiting long enough.
"'Twas a relief to see Livingway was pleased with my gift of ink. To serve and serve well, though their knowledge may be lacking, their boundless love is a blessing without peer. It will be no easy task to prepare them for what needs to be done, but gladly do I embrace this duty, even if it doth necessitate that we part ways for a time. Forgive me my absence, but I have the utmost faith in you, in all our fellow scions. When next I return to Aetheris, I pray I find you all in good health and good spirits. You know, Urianger, I always felt like you'd be right at home on the moon. I'm not going to stop you." With the Laportes in Urianger's capable hands, we needn't worry about the affairs here in our absence. Knowing now the fate of their earthly collaborators, there is much to discuss with Alphino and the others. Let's return to the Tower of Babel. Our battle for the star will soon begin in earnest, and we must be prepared. Agreed. The Nether Gate. Would it be easier to... Can I get back here from the moon? Oh yeah, it's way easier to just go back. Via the moon. The moon portal. Good luck, Urianger. Hope you enjoy your time here. I feel like this entire time he's been mentally on the moon, so... The Nether Gate. Going into the Nether. This is Minecraft, apparently. Gods, I can scarcely believe we went to the moon and back. But we'll have time to reflect on that later. Right now, we need to head back to Camp Broken Glass to deliver a thoroughly detailed report to Lucia. I'd like very much to know how everyone is getting on here as well. They'd only just begun to treat the Temple prisoners when we left. I share your curiosity, but warning our allies of the final days is of greater importance. I speak not only of contingent, of course. The heads of state of every nation must know what we have learned. Great! I'll go to Ishgard! We know not when or where, or in what manner the final days will begin to manifest, and so we must see that everyone is prepared. Agreed, though we may wish to stress the importance of discretion, lest the public be sent into a panic. Not that anyone in a position of responsibility should need be told as much, but it bears repeating. Anyway, first things first, to Count Broken Glass! Alright. Hey Lucia, I'm back from the moon! It's good to see you all again. No worse for your lunar adventure, I hope. We've done what we can for now, and believe me, we intend to tell you all about it. But before we do, might you tell us what's become of Garlemald in our absence? It's been like a day. We succeeded in subduing the Tempest inside the Tower of Babel. We took many alive, but combined with those who are already in our custody, the number requiring care has grown exponentially. The inclement conditions have made it difficult, if not impossible, to treat them all here, so we have petitioned the aid of the allied nations. Some are understandably hesitant to prefer assistance, particularly those that were but recently subject to imperial occupation. That said, several others agreed to grant them refuge for treatment. With the assistance of your fellow science, we endeavor to see them safely transported and subsequently cured of their tempering. We thought, will all the tempered be relocated? Not all, no. We have sufficient shelter to attend to those whose treatment has begun, and enough healers have volunteered to remain until their patients have recovered. Eulis is one such patient, though he is not yet fit to receive visitors. Truth be told, it was a miracle he and those in his company were not harmed in the chaos. If not for Alphino and Alistair's timely assistance, I dare say none of them would be with us today. In light of recent developments, have the Alliance leaders come to any decisions regarding Garlemald? Given the tremendous ramifications of what has happened here, it will take time to determine what must be done. In the meantime, they intend to work with the Eastern Alliance to keep a close watch over the provinces. We have other news to share. Shortly after Animo was defeated, we received reports that each and every tower has vanished. For Mercy, the process was apparently not quite as violent as that you experienced in Thavna. Those who are trapped within them have been rescued and are receiving treatment. To hasten this endeavor, the Beast tribes received instructions in the magic needed to cure tempering. Master Matoya is no doubt thrilled. The Mother Porksy affords us so many visitors. Yes, we are grateful for our ongoing efforts, as well as those of our comrades near and far. As for the contingent, several of our members have been granted leave to return to their homelands after the transfer of Tempest has been completed. Lucia and I will remain, along with a small force, to continue offering aid to those here in Garlemald. The Empire may be no more, but there are yet those who call these lands home. I believe that accounts for recent events here, so what of the moon and the Telophoroi? Well, we actually have some pretty bad news. The final days. Gods, I prayed your victory would mark the end of our troubles. There is still much we do not know, but the Alliance leaders must be told. Would you be willing to contact them in our stead? No, I'll contact them! Yes, of course, I will send word forthwith. We'll also release your fellow science for the present duties, that they may return to Sharlayan. Your energies are better spent finding a means to avert the coming apocalypse. Speaking of your fellow science, you'll be happy to learn that Mistress Kryl, though still in demand, has been moved to the Balblesian Annex and given into Taharu's care. Thank you. I look forward to seeing them both upon our return. Let us be on the way, then. One last thing, if I may. After your confrontation with Zodiac, he said Xenos took his leave, and in all likelihood he has returned here to Garlemald. I have a mind to dispatch scouts to try and ascertain his whereabouts, but first wish to ask if you believe there's merit in doing so. If they found him, they would not likely live to tell the tale. I suppose you're right. To dispatch good soldiers in pursuit of such a beast would be to send them to their deaths. Pray forgive I entertained the notion. While on the subject of Xenos, the 10th Legion has made an official proclamation. They denounce the Crown Prince and contend his role in the Empire's downfall. His very title has become a source of shame among his former subjects, and its continued use serves only to hinder relations with foreign nations. For this reason, he has been declared as Xenos Viator Galvus, outcast and enemy of Garlemald. Huh. Fandaniel is no more, and now his own people turn against him. It seems he's not but his bloodlust to keep him company. Better than an army to see it sated. At any rate, I would not keep you longer. I pray you safe passage back to Sharlayan. Yeah, I can just warp there. But, I don't know, it's like the final expansion. It just seems like they're keeping excuses. They're just keep making up excuses to prevent me from seeing the Alliance leaders. And, it's kind of getting obvious. What the fuck kind of RP is going on in Sharlayan right now? Alright, oh wait, I'm level 85, so I'm gonna switch back to Black Mage, as I promised I would. That was a lot of talking, I'm sorry. I might end pretty soon, actually. I don't know. Kryl, you're alright. Welcome back, Cypher. We're so terribly worried about you. Though it is plain I've caused my own fair share of worry, and for that I apologize. Heidelin called it to me that day when you entered the Tower of Babel. Her pleas were faint but desperate, and I knew at once she required a vessel to carry out her will. What came after feels like a dream barely remembered, my body flowing through the live stream towards Garlemald. When I regained consciousness, I'm tired of reading, I'm sorry. Oh, these are Lalafell's RPing. Sorry to have kept you all waiting. They couldn't hire the voice actors for this. Not at all. We understand you've been quite busy. Will Flyyyyy be joining us? No, he lives on the moon now. I knew that would happen someday. The final days, as befell Amarat. And we had to escape via the moon? What if the Sorcerer's reflections? I've no intention of standing by while the world falls to ruin. So how do we stop this? Unfortunately, we have no answers at present. In the celestial currents, if the celestial currents have grown stagnant, as was the case in the time of Amarat, the solution would be to alter the flow of ether throughout the entirety of the star. The ancients accomplished this by summoning Zodiac, sacrificing half the star's population in the doing, but it should go without saying that such a sacrifice cannot be repeated. Which leaves us with the daunting task of identifying the underlying catalyst for the final days, a feat which even the Amarantines could not accomplish. Unfortunately, we found no clues in Mare Lamentorum. There is still much we do not know about the catastrophe itself, let alone what may have caused it. The final days were marked by the corruption of the Amarantines' creation magics, but we command no such power, which invites the question what havoc is in store for us. If we knew that much, perhaps we could draw some parallel with the events of the past, and thereby form some semblance of a plan. Perhaps we should start with the Forum then. Having worked with the Laporats in secret all this time, there's surely more they can tell us.
Forgive the interruption, but I've urgent news. The Forum is holding a public assembly in the plaza outside. Some sort of announcement.
What is Father up to now?
There's only one way to find out.
You again, I'm not happy to see your face.
Order! Order, I say! I thank you all for gathering here on such short notice. This day we must speak of grave affairs and their implications for the future of Sharlayan, nay, of this very star. Said affairs concern all citizens, and so we have called for a public assembly. You may have heard rumors of the Talopheroi, and the havoc these madmen wreak abroad. Under normal circumstances, we would pay little heed to petty disturbances outside our borders. The final days, however, are another matter altogether.
I just noticed his ears are a little bit shorter than a normal Ellison ears. Is he like half Ellison or something?
For we dare not ignore these prophetic words of Eld. The Endbearers will come, ushering chaos and calamity. The final days descend and devour the very star.
I've never heard this prophecy.
Is it true? Will all that really happen?
Calm yourselves. The time has come to speak of the Forum's most sacred duties. But first,
give voice to the voiceless. Let bindings be unbound. By unanimous decree, I declare the enchantment broken.
Master Flyyyyy, if you would.
Very well. "270 years ago, our forebears began an expedition in the Dravanian hinterlands, in search of a route to access the ethereal sea. This much is public knowledge. Their findings, however, would become the Forum's most closely guarded secret. What those researchers discovered in the hinterlands was not a passage unto the ethereal sea, but the very heart of our star, and Hydaelyn herself. She spoke to them of a calamity that would extinguish all life, and of a means by which we might be spared. The moon. 'Tis in truth a gargantuan vessel built to serve as sanctuary for her children and deliver them from this doom. Much like Nunkref's hope in ages past, it will bear the people of a world in the throes of death to a new home.
Needless to say, this will be no small undertaking. To facilitate the great work, the Forum has maintained close contact with the servants of Hydaelyn, who presently reside on the moon. Convinced that the foretold end was all but inevitable, we began amassing a wealth of knowledge, not merely for the betterment of our nation, but in preparation for the journey to come.
You revealed this to us now? By the gods, how long do we have?
While we cannot say with certainty, we believe the hour to be nigh. We received a transmission from the moon suggesting as much not long ago. Which is why we must in earnest begin preparations for the great exodus. For his impressive contributions, and the leadership he demonstrated during our withdrawal from Dravania, we have elected Master Flyyyyy to oversee this initiative.
Fellow scribes and scholars, my countrymen, we face a threat of unprecedented scale. We must challenge the trials before us with composure and conviction if we are to find salvation. The wisdom of Sharlayan has ever been a shining beacon in the darkness, and so it shall continue to be. It is our solemn charge to see our heritage preserved for future generations. For those who will come after, we will brave a new frontier.
Administrative edicts will be relayed to all major institutions ere long. In the meantime, carry on with your duties. With that, I hereby call this assembly to a close.
Okay, so imagine if, like, one day, Joe Biden just came out of nowhere and was like, "My fellow Americans, our star is about to be destroyed. We must go to the moon and prepare for safe passage." I don't know why that sounded more like George W. Bush, but I don't know. Anyway. Would you believe Joe Biden if he just came out and said that? No? Never trust a politician.
Do you remember what Mother told us when we visited home? That it wasn't until after we were born that Father seemed to lose himself in his work. If that great work of his was the evacuation of this star, then...
Yes. It wasn't for his benefit.
Your father's still a dick, though.
Would you mind waiting here a moment? I wish to speak with Father before we leave.
He disowned you. Keep it civil, okay?
I may look daggers at him, but I will neither speak nor draw them.
If it's all the same to you, I have a few choice words to share with Father as well.
So, come to call us cowards and bid us join your fruitless battle against the inevitable.
Nay, we do not object to the Forum's proposal. On the contrary, those who wish to flee have every right to do so. Urianger is cooperating with your associates on the moon to ensure that all is ready should evacuation be our only recourse.
Then whatever your business, I suggest you be brief.
Though we cannot boast the boundless wisdom of Charlian, we have first-hand knowledge of foreign cultures and have conversed with no small number of peoples. These experiences have taught us fundamental truths that cannot be recorded in any tome, nor charted on any map. The beating heart of this planet is its people, many of whom would give anything, even their lives, to protect the lands they love. Many may choose to join you in the end. But what of those unwilling or unable, for whom escape will never be an option? What would you have them do? To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, Father. It is indolence. This is why we choose to fight.
We'll not ask for your understanding, Father. Only that you don't turn a blind eye to the good we have done. That we can still do. We're not children in need of protection. Hold fast to your principles and let the world burn if it please. But we believe there is still another way. And if there is, we will find it. You see if we don't.
Do as you will. Just stay out of our way.
Were he not so consumed with self-righteousness, he might tell you how proud he is of you both.
Bold words call for bold action. And there'll be no turning to your father should plans go awry.
As if I ever would. So long as there are those who wish to stay and fight for this star, we have to do what we can to help them.
And if we're to do that, we'll need to be well rested. Wouldn't you agree? And having triumphed over what we once thought to be the source of all evil, I can think of no one in greater need of at least a dozen winks.
Shall we then? To the Annex. To prepare for tomorrow.
Well, actually, I was gonna warp to Ishgard to sleep, but... you guys will just keep me up all night. Snowing. It's gonna be a white starlight festival this year. Let's go see what the cutscene has in store for us, and then I might call it. Alright. The moon! What is it? Estinian? Because he'd be the only one that wouldn't want to disturb me at this time, so... It's fucking Estinian? No fucking way!
You're alone. Good.
No fucking way!
The twins thought now would be a wonderful time to pay a visit to my chambers. Rather than listen to them bicker over tonight's snacks and tomorrow's plans, I seized the first opportunity to make my escape.
Let me choose. Okay.
To their credit, they decided against intruding on your peace and quiet.
Thank the Fury.
Can all be a bit exhausting at times, can't it?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure what to make of you at first. During the Dragon Song War, how quick you were to take up a cause not your own. But I came to see that is simply the way of you and yours.
It became my cause. Ishgard took me in when no one else would.
I will not pretend to understand this talk of ancient primals and the final days. But I trust in your judgment and choose to believe in your cause. You and Alphino have my lance, now and always. You'll need it. Rack and ruin looming on the horizon. Calamity bearing down upon us. There's no place I'd rather be than here. Standing shoulder to shoulder with friends on the front line.
I'm glad to fight with you too. I really missed you on these last two adventures.
So do not hesitate to send me against your enemies. I'll make them rue the day they met me.
What about Alice? This ain't about her.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I could do with a little air. If Alphino asks, I was never here.
Is this like the Bioware romance scene where, he's gonna make love to me? Because, I don't like him in that way, I'm sorry.
Until the morrow.
I know, he's literally gonna fucking jump off. That's so based. I'm so glad I picked Justinian because no one else would be that based. John Stardiver. Now that's really cool that, like, you actually have a choice to make in the narrative here, like, a short while earlier in the Alamegan Quarter.
Thank the gods that tower is gone. The sight of it was enough to make me sick.
Thank the Ilsabar contingent, more like. Word is, They fought their way into Garlemald and toppled the bloody thing themselves. Not just the one, neither. All the towers have up and vanished.
Aye, I heard the same. Commander Aldin and his troops helped keep casualties to a minimum, too.
She sounds like Y'shtola. Is my brain making that up?
But is it true? They brought back tempered Garlean soldiers.
As Commander Aldin tells it, they've a treatment for that now. But don't you worry. Cured or not, they've no plans to bring them into the city proper.
Because I've heard, like, Y'shtola on at least 3 different NPCs this expansion.
I see. Well, that's a relief then. I know we've brothers and sisters among the lot, but I can't say I'm eager to welcome them home.
That guy seems a little sussy.
Wanted to think about it for a while yet, but to be looked after in Alagana for the time being.
Is that guy still tempered? Oh no, it's Euless. Uh-oh. Euless is causing shit. Meanwhile in Ishgard. I miss this place. All these people coming home to partake in the salter. Oh, it's Sidorgu!
Another day, another commission of paramount importance. Oh, what have we here? Hey, are you all right?
Zombie apocalypse.
No. The shadows play tricks, nothing more. The towers are gone, and the Garlean threat is abated. And yet, why does it feel as though it's about to get much, much worse?
No, take me back to Ishgard. Uh-oh. A giant spot on the map. Oh no. Huh? What's happening? Tataru, what is happening? Oh, hi, Sci-Fi. I was just about to call for you. I'm afraid to see another call assistant. This one comes from Radzahan. The others have assembled and made another. Ah, there you are. Our worst fears have come to pass, but moments ago, we received grim tidings from our contact in Radzahan. Vile beasts have appeared as if out of nowhere, claiming one victim after the next. What's more, they say the very sky burns above them. Good gods, are the final days already upon us? It would appear so. Sadly, that is all the information we have at present. No doubt the people of Radzahan are busy fighting for their lives. Then we must go at once. They need our help. Agreed, Krile. You'd best remain here with Tataru and gather what knowledge you can. You're in no condition for a long journey, I imagine. Very well, some of the phenomena may have been observed elsewhere, and if so, we must know about it at once. Be safe out there, yes? Let us make for Yedilmad. We must prepare ourselves for what may lie ahead. Does Estinian have anything to say about last night? No, he doesn't. That was more based than any Bioware romance scene, because he just showed up in your room and then jumped out the window, and absolutely no sex happened. Oh, it's okay. It's only, the apocalypse is only happening when I'm in that room. The sex scene happens in post-patch. That's like, I go in there and it's like, oh no, the apocalypse is happening. And then I step back outside and it's like, never mind, everything's fine. I'm gonna call it here for now. So thank you everyone for sticking with me, and I mean, some story stuff, a lot of huge story things happened, but not much gameplay-wise. It was mostly just running around babysitting rabbits. But, probably tomorrow I'll be back. Yeah. So, yeah, bye.